Hi guys, Robbie here. In this video, we're going to have a little bit of a look at some of the really useful community built tools that are external from Decentraland, but still very, very useful for a variety of different reasons and purposes and uses. And I wanted to share them with everybody who might be looking to learn a bit more about Decentraland, is already part of Decentraland, but maybe hasn't got the awareness around these different websites and tools, or anybody generally who might just be interested in the resources available to in and around Decentraland. Now, as I said, these are community built, so big props to them. They are privately run, so from my understanding, they won't be getting any payment for this, certainly not directly from Decentraland. They've just got a love for the project, just like the rest of us or people who are involved with the project. The first of which I want to have a look at is a website called dclplazas.com. It is owned and created by a gentleman called Riorio, whom I speak with on occasion. Really nice chap, very supportive of the videos I do, and just the community as a whole, and things that are going on in and around the community. Certainly those that are looking to push out content, he does the retweeting stuff and whatever, and he's also, I believe, embedded one of my previous videos into one of his articles. Big shout out to him. He's got a number of useful, really organized tools up the top here, certainly in respect to releasing information in and around the districts in particular, as well as just general news. One I particularly really like is the districts overview here. We just click that and let it load. As you can see, he's got all of the different districts here that are part of Decentraland community. He has got the size of the community pool land and the actual theme, and you can click for more info as well. So really, really nice little tool there. Big shout out to him. Follow him on Twitter. Beyond DCL Plazas, another website I like to look at now, forgive me, I think it's Decentralizer, whom I haven't spoke with, not directly anyway, on Discord, so apologies if it's not him that owns this. I think it's either DCL Map or mydcl.net, both really useful tools. mydcl.net, really helpful but as it communicates and reads the mana purchases and sales on the blockchain, so communicates or aligns with the marketplace, Decentraland's marketplace, and it's just really well organized for observing the purchases and sales. But also, if you wanted to buy a parcel for a particular amount, as you can see, we've got these like from and to here, or minimum and maximum, if you like, and where you want it from, and like where you would like it placed. Okay, the distance from the parcels from and to, next to the road, and so on. Really, really useful little tool here, and we've got all the kind of previous sales and so on and so forth. Up here, you can also filter. Say, for example, if I want to just buy the cheapest parcel that's available on Decentraland right now, I'm just getting involved. I can see that, okay, I'll need 11,000 mana for this parcel right here at $657. And if I click on it, it also gives me previous prices that I believe that this has been bought and sold for, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, really useful for that purpose. And it's got some other features along the top here, statistics and so on and so forth. But again, big shout out to him. Make sure you check out this website. So land market history, we can see. I think this is the number of purchase and sales per day. I mean, really nice to see. Really good visuals. Okay. So mydcl.net, mydcl.com. Oh, sorry, apologies, dclmap.com. Also, similar sort of tool in terms of really, just analyzing the marketplace, but this kind of gives you the map visual also, in a little bit more of a, I don't know, like a macrocosmic vision of the kind of hot zones or the expensive zones and the cheaper zones and so on and so forth. So again, it's really really useful. It's also backed onto, I think this is Manhattan, just to give you like an understanding of kind of how big Decentraland is, in comparison to an actual real city. So loads of useful tools here down the left hand side. I think it's pretty cool to always see the top owners and how many they own. It's quite interesting to see. Yeah. Look at it. So obviously these are Decentraland's plazas, so you could assume that that's them. But yeah, really nice visual tool there, very useful. Check that out. That's dclmap.com. And I've actually not ever seen the max build height here, but again, I assume that's going to tell me how high you can build based on the number of parcels, perhaps. Oh, here we go. Look, that's a nifty little. Um, that's a nifty little visual right there. You can see how high each, uh, each block of parcels can build. I've not seen that before. It's really interesting. So if you've got in mind that you want to buy an estate and you're thinking, how big do I need it? You can actually just come here and check about max build height, and it gives you this lovely little visual of it there. It's a really nice little tool. Next one, dclblogger.com. A guy that I do speak with, a chap called Mate, really nice dude. Again, so supportive of all the community. I believe he is a community mod on Discord. Make sure to follow him on Twitter and YouTube, or sub to his YouTube and follow him on Twitter, because he releases a lot of content analyzing certainly the sales on the marketplace in the last weeks. So I think he does like a weekly one, maybe a bi-weekly. So really useful. He made a lot of money flipping land, became very popular amongst the community, and I think a lot of people checked out his videos for tips on how to flip land, buying and selling. So big shout out to Matt, super cool guy, and again, releases a lot of news and content, so it's worth just keeping a watch out on his eye. I think he also looks at some other non-fungible tokens, as you can see, but Decentraland, I believe, is his kind of big bit, that his real sort of focus. So big shout out to Matty, another really useful website. He's got a link up here for the districts as well. So if we just let's check out Vegas, see what he's got up there. Here we go, link to the GitHub. So he's got all the links to the GitHubs, the original proposals. Really interesting there. And finally, nonfungible.com. Now, this is more of a macrocosmic kind of website in terms of non-fungible tokens as a whole, and not just specifically on Decentraland, but the member or the creator of this website, and that I believe it's a project as a whole, Dafke, or certainly one of them, really nice guy, a guy who I have also communicated with, helped me early doors when I had some land trapped in inverted commas in my ETHER wallet, and I needed to move it to a MetaMask. Really nice guy. And he has here like a really nifty little overview of non-fungible tokens and track buys and sales as well, similar to my DCL.net and DCL map, but more of an overview wholly on non-fungible tokens. So tracked in slightly different ways and so on and so forth. But again, really useful to have a look at and just be aware of, not just for Decentraland, but also non-fungible tokens as a whole. We've also got here, he's got a nice little links here to the other, the other community built and ran resources available. So here's a nice little hub just to flick to them. Super nice dude. So for example, we've got decentralized tube here from ACL Crypto or AC1 Crypto. He's another dude I've spoken with, really nice guy. He's another chap worth looking out for. He's building a lot in Decentraland, so he's a nice chap. So as you can see, he's linked to all of the different resources I've talked about. So big shout out to Dafke. And that's it really, guys. I just wanted to bring people's attention to these websites, the fact that there are things there that you can that'll aid you in familiarizing yourself with Decentraland, keeping a track on the news that's going on, because we have to assume that Decentraland themselves are obviously really wrapped up in development, that it's kind of important that we have these individuals and projects that are sort of willing to go chasing about the news and making sure the community is well informed. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, Decentraland are obviously very engaged with the community, but it's still nice that, you know, that there are people within the community that are willing to go to so much effort to kind of sort of like build that bridge even further between the project and the community. So big shout out to each of them and the projects. Check them out, follow them on Twitter, and all the rest of it. If you like this video, as I've said before, please do subscribe. I will be producing more Decentraland content and content related to other projects that I also enjoy. Hit the subscribe button in the bottom corner. Thank you.